Hey everyone, DarkMistro here, and I've decided tonight to actually bring you all a bit of a special vlog to basically show what I've been up to for the past 2 months worth between recordings, uploading, and stuff like that. So I do hope that you enjoy this. It's been split up into two halves, so both don't get sort of then colliding into each other and stuff like that, and can try and keep some normality there. So do please sit back, relax, and enjoy some of the commentary as well that you're gonna get for these, explaining a bit about the vehicle. Well, yeah, the vehicle. Yeah, well, the first bit's vehicles, and basically there's only three, so don't worry. There's not that much. But then again, there might be a little bit more talking to explain what each of them are. And I'll tell you the next bits after the vehicles. Yeah. Alright then, folks. So, do please relax and enjoy the first segment, which is the vehicles, and I will speak to you all after that bit. Alrighty then, folks. Now it's time to start off with the vehicles. We're starting off with none other than the Dark Elder Raider. And Dark Elder Raider is actually pretty much a 10-man transport vehicle. It's open top, which basically means every single crew on there can just shoot out. Really, really effective. On the own problem is, as you can see, it's really weak against any firepower. Even then, the most basic last cannon can wipe it out. And you see here the paintwork there? It took a lot of time and effort to get that painted to that degree. But anyways, next one. The Venom. The Venom is a 5-man transport. It's basically mostly used for suicide runs by witch squads, which are hand-to-hand combat. They are used for the suicide missions of destroying tanks and other vehicles. They use the Venom to quickly sit round behind enemy lines, throw them the grenades on the tanks, destroy them, and then get wiped out. Yeah. Alright. Next group. We have the Necrons with their Ghost Arc. Yes, believe it or not, folks, the Ghost Arc, if it is the pride and joy of so far, and folks, my own personal Necron army, and this surprisingly took quite a bit of short work with the main units in the middle and that bit command thing. I did all the Necron bits and the main arcs, but did the fine detail. Well, there are the vehicles for you then, folks. The Dark Elder vehicles of the Raider, the 10-man transport, and the Venom, which is a 5-man Dark Elder transport. And you have seen the Necron's Ghost Arc, which basically is a 10-man transport. It's basically also got the ability to self-heal Necron squads, which is a really big pain for people, as it can pretty much sometimes rejuvenate, I think, like 3 or 4 Necrons in one turn if you roll a 6. Really painful to beat. It is pretty evil in all standards. And for the next part then, folks, it's got a little bit of a story behind it as well. I'll tell you a bit of it now, but pretty much, folks, then, if you all want to know more about this, I will very gladly do a vlog explaining all about it. So any questions that you ask, I will gladly answer them in a different vlog. But for the time being, folks, then, well, pretty much then, folks, the first section, there are 3 main HQs. I will pretty much then be going over them in the bit of the commentary. But the final one of the first 3, the story behind that is pretty much folks, in painting Warhammer 40,000 and normal Warhammer, or pretty much in any sort of models, you basically have like different kinds of washers, and different washers do different things. Like for instance, then there's one black wash which pretty much then makes any shiny surfaces become dimmer. It's really good for making, like for instance, then it's good at making gold surfaces become bronze and very dark gold, as well as making shiny Space Marine armor, for instance, or Necrons, and it turns it from being really shiny to being really dark, gritty. It's seen action, and kind of like that. There is also another one then which then we actually use called Umber Shade, which is pretty much like a brown texture. It basically makes like clothing show up as dirt, so it's actually had mud and muck and stuff like that but then being flicked onto it, and it's just very good then for ground texture as well. But pretty much so folks, the story of the first three. The story basically goes then that using in the flesh tone shade, which basically it makes any kind of like skin parts of the models actually seem more, well, actual skin. Actually looks like it. And with that kind of wash, the more wash you put onto it, the darker it gets. And with the flesh tone, because since it sometimes shows it's really weak, you put on a lot. And this final guy pretty much ended up becoming one of my brother's sort of favourite, because he ended up coming out pretty much, and very bluntly, he pretty much came out as an Imperial Guard equivalent to Barack Obama. Yeah, I am not kidding. And it's nothing negative, it's just very coincidental then that it came out like that, and it's been left since a month ago of basically when it was actually finished painting, and it's just been left like that ever since. Yeah. And the second group that's been mentioned, this actual bit is just in case if then we have any new viewers who are coming to see this, or basically any subscribers. But then to the page, pretty much down, folks, with that, in the past Warhammer 40,000 video I did, first showing off the army I had. Pretty much though, then I did have my dog, which pretty much in the videos and on YouTube, she's pretty much known as Squeaky because of a little story about them, the old group of friends which I used to be with, called Squeaky because basically that was in the first noise they heard made over a microphone and stuff like that. And pretty much them folks, and she has been called the Troll Commander, as pretty much even at I think around 6 months old, something like them, against the other dog in the house, which is like 5 years old at the time. Very huge dog. Literally towers over her on so many levels. She managed to pretty much throw him to end up making her laying on top of him and falling asleep. Yeah. Ever since then, he has never regained his masculinity of anything he did. Yeah, pretty much them folks. And after that, then, when we were actually first collecting the Necrons again, as I used to collect them in the 4th edition, and this being the 6th edition, they actually brought out a new HQ unit, and through reading, he's actually been known as a troll himself, because basically there's a special rule he has. And many of you may know him, but But with this, I am going to be keeping it a surprise till when you actually see it for yourself. And I will give a faint commentary probably whilst or after the next section is fully done. And as I said in the few moments ago as well then, folks, if you want me to give more information, do please write it in, and I'll very gladly explain it in the next vlog, whenever that may be. And without any further ado then, folks, I will let you see the final half of this little show of pretty much them, mine, and my brother's painting work we've been doing for the past, I think this one has been just about a month now, roughly a month or so since then. So yeah, pretty much then, folks. So the first three were done by solely my brother. The last two sections were all done by me. It's pretty much then been like that for that one, folks. So yeah, pretty much that. But anyway, so folks, for me then babbling on, do please then relax and enjoy the final half of this and seeing the newest HQ and 2 other units of the armies, as well as the new army that's then I've a chat collecting. Alright, folks, so do enjoy, and I'll see you afterwards. Alrighty, folks, now it's time for the new additions to armies and the new army itself. Here we have the Imperial Guards, done solely by my brother. This one, folks. So let's have a look-see. The Astropath. Basically, these guys are blind. They literally have no eyes. Their eyes have been burnt out. And it's their job to guide the Imperial Guards through the warp safely. They've not done it that well so far. And the next one we have is the Master of Ordnance, which basically is a human artillery piece. However, if you want to hit something, I recommend you call someone of an actual professional. Because this guy, if you told him to shoot and hit one person between 2 buildings, he'll pretty much then hit the building at the far end of the street. Now here we have Obama. This is the head of the fleet, but this is just the one which turned out to become Obama looking. Seriously, we have no idea how the flesh tone wash made him look like that. We still don't know to this very day. Alright, now moving on to the Necrons. Well, Necron in this case. And the Troll Commander's very own... You'll like this, folks. Very own Trizan the Infinite, aka the Tar Pit Breaker, and aka Trizan the Troll. And the reason why he's called a Troll is pretty much then, folks. Whenever he dies, he can go straight into another person's body. So basically, no matter how many times you beat him, he just reappears in pretty much then. And Necron Lords or then as an elite's body. Okay, the new army has shown signs. Here it is, folks. Here's the army I've been waiting to show you all. It's time to bring chaos. That is right, folks. I am a proud chaos collector. And to start it off, we have the Hell.Brute, which is an elite only found in the Dark Vengeance box set. So, if you want to get 3 of them, you've got to spend 180 quid on getting 3 Dark Vengeance box sets to get 3 of them, and 15 of their new elites and 60 cultists and 3 HQ units. Yeah, expensive. Okay, now we have then the uprising champion, which is the squad leader, and I've given him a mutation. You see there, the arm. That took a lot of effort, and bone-like features, and they have the evilness that is pulsating from him. With the mutation actually. And here we have the last and the final thing, my leader of the Chaos Army, which I've chosen, which is actually then the first Chaos I ever painted, the Chaos Terminator Lord, and that is the Kai gun. Pretty much then a no longer usable gun, which is really powerful. It's a demon weapon, and you see there the base is created to be looking like a lava rock effect. And there we have it, close up from him there, and enjoy it. Well then, folks, there you have it. That has been the entire armies. Then that they have as well as the brand new army that I'm collecting, which are the Chaos. And it's also on the Chaos Demons I'm also collecting as well, a little bit on the side, for the group which I've picked in the Chaos. You have to have demons. If you don't, then they're pretty much just plain weird, folks. And I do hope then that you all enjoyed this video as well. It's just me commentating. I would have music in, but I don't want to risk copyright sort of infringement rules of YouTube, sort of pretty much then just dawning down on me, telling me then I have to accept to a group which no one's never heard of, and I don't want to get into all the hassle of that, folks. So yeah, so pretty much then, as I said, I do hope that you all enjoyed it, and do please have a very good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, folks. See you all later, and have fun, and I will be showing you the next infantry once done. As you've seen, 1 elite, 1 squad leader, and 1 HQ of the new army. I will be bringing and showing you their elite, their second elite you get from the Dark Vengeance box set. And yeah, pretty much then I will be showing you more about that, folks. So thank you very much for watching, and see you all later, and have fun.